A picture of an old man with a bloodied face being violently restrained by riot police. This picture started to circulate online on March 29, 2023. It was during French protests against retirement reform and debates about police violence. Outraged people shared the picture in France and abroad, claiming that it was taken during one of these protests. I'm going to show you how I was able to prove that this image was generated by artificial intelligence and talk to its creator. First, to find the true context of this image, I wanted to see where it came from. To do so, I carried out a reverse image search. You just put the picture into a search engine, Google Images in this case, and it searched for the same picture published elsewhere on the internet. The oldest publication I could find was from 10 days earlier. It was published on a Facebook page criticizing the French retirement reform. This version of the image was much bigger and the quality was better. I was able to pick out details to analyze it better. In the background, for example, you can see more police and trees in front of a typical Parisian building. This higher quality version of the image has clues that make you ask if it's real. The posts and comments suggested that it was in Paris, but there were no typical markings that French police officers usually have on their uniforms, nor the colorful stripes that are usually on their helmets. There are also visual abnormalities. One of the helmets worn by the officer further to the left looks broken. The officer on the right has a visor that is much too long. And finally, if you look closely at the fabric of the garment worn by the old man, it seems to blend into the fabric of one of the officer's uniforms. The grain of the image also looks more like a painting than a photo. All these clues put together seems to indicate an image generated by artificial intelligence. I sent the image to several experts who said they recognized the style of the artificial intelligence program Midjourney. Midjourney allows users to create an image based on a series of keywords. It lifts elements from millions of pictures stored in a database in order to create a new, unique image. Sometimes you can find traces of the exchanges between Midjourney and its users. So I searched for this picture using keywords like old man, elderly man, police brutality, Paris, but I didn't find any results. Then I decided to run some tests to see if I could create a similar image. I got very similar results, especially for the man's face. It seems to further indicate that the image originated on Midjourney. With all of this evidence, we published the results of our investigation. A few hours later, AFP was contacted by Régis González. He identified himself as the artist behind the image. He said he created this image as well as several others in order to make a fake mockumentary that is supposed to take place in 2043. The photo was on the artist's Facebook page as of March 18th, so a day before the oldest result AFP could find. The caption clearly indicated that it was fabricated. The picture was then shared out of context and presented as real.
Le but, c'était de faire un faux documentaire sarcastique, on va dire, avec un peu d'humour noir. Alors, donc voilà, j'aurais aimé quelque chose de plus justement contrebalancé, parce que l'idée du documentaire, c'est que c'était des CRS de 98 ans qui se battaient contre des gens de 98 ans. Vous voyez, en ce moment, ce que j'aime m'interroger sur l'image, c'est justement de savoir quelle est la limite, qu'est-ce qui peut être créé. Donc il y avait plein d'indices dans l'image qui montraient qu'elle était fausse.
Régis González also said that he routinely deletes every picture he makes on Midjourney. That explains why we couldn't find any trace of it on Midjourney. This image is just one of many AI-generated pictures mistaken for real people or events. These include Donald Trump arrested, Julian Assange in jail, or the Pope in a puffer coat. If in doubt, look closely for visual inconsistencies and do not hesitate to try and find the original source of the image.